Hello After Effects lovers. In this one we are going to create an elegant logo animation using After Effects. Let's have a look. The reference for this one, guys, is a logo animation of DWTV which I saw online, and I thought let's go ahead and share with you guys the experience of creating it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. First thing first, let's go ahead and create a new composition, name it main, and 1920 1080, rest is fine, 5 seconds, hit OK. Guys, remember the key on creating this logo animation is the circles. So remember, we need perfect circles. For that, I'm going to create a circle using ellipse tool right in here. Right in the center of the composition, just left click and control shift, hold it, and just create your circle. There we go, guys. I want to center this pivot, so control alt home, as well as align it right in the center. I want this shape to be right in the center. Okay guys, now that we have the circle right in the middle, let's go ahead and duplicate it, because as I mentioned in the beginning, this tutorial right in here, the most focus is to having so many circles. So let's go ahead and duplicate it. Okay guys, now that we duplicate the circle, let's go ahead and turn off the one at the top and start working on this one. So the next step is to creating a text. Go ahead and click the text tool right in here and type S. So I just hold down shift and S, and let's go ahead and center this letter. Okay guys, now that we have this in center, I want to change the font name, so I want to use this Source Sans Pro. Okay guys, let's go ahead and bring down the text right at the top of the circle. And as you can see guys, we are almost done with the first shape, but remember guys, we want inside this text to be alpha. So for doing that, I'm going to hit F4 to bring the track matte option, and just what it says, shape layer 1, I want alpha inverted using S layer. And let's go ahead and see the transparency. As you can see guys, it's transparent all the way. Turn that off. Guys, as you can see, we are already done with the first shape. So let's go ahead and select both of them and Control Shift C to pre-comp them. Let's go ahead and name it circle right. Sorry. Hit OK. Okay guys, we are done with the first shape. So let's go ahead and turn that off and work in this layer. Turn that on. Control D to duplicate it because we need more of these circles. So turn off this one, and as you can see, it's just a perfect circle right in the middle. Okay guys, now that we duplicate this, let's go ahead and pre-comp this. Control Shift C and rename it to circle left. Hit OK. And as you can see guys, we just created two circles, which you can't see it obviously, but I'm going to bring in my text as well. So create a text right in here in the middle, hold down Shift C, same font, Source Sans Pro. Let's go ahead and align it right in the center. And perfect guys, before we proceed, let's go ahead and parent this to circle left because it belongs to this circle. Wherever this circle moves, it will move with it. So that's that. And let's go ahead and create a mask around the circle. Go ahead and use the ellipse tool, come right in the middle, left click and then Control Shift, just hold Control Shift and just drag all the way until you can see the edges you're outside the edges of the circle, and just let go. I like this. Okay, so this is a mask that we created right now. Let me touch it a little bit, maybe. I think it's fine. It looks fine to me. Now that we have the circle and the mask, let's go ahead and hit M key, and then where it says mask, open the mask. In here, first, you see where it says add, let's go ahead and choose subtract. And also mask expansion, let's go ahead and bring it to minus maybe 90 or 80, I'm not sure, maybe. Okay, let's go ahead with 90, and let's go ahead and change the font color to white. Hit OK, and yes guys, we are done with creating the both of the circles. Okay guys, now both circles are ready, and we are good to go with animating them. So let's go ahead and start animating. Let's go ahead and turn on the circle right as well. Go ahead and choose both of the layers, hit P key for bringing the position. Let's go ahead and 5 frame ahead. Hit a stopwatch for both of them, and let's go ahead 15 frames ahead. And now let's go and separate both of these shapes from one another. We are going to using x-axis. As you can see guys, I just moved it until this center point is in the middle of the line. So not yet there, but yes, so this is right in the middle of this thick border. Let's go ahead and do the same for the S as well, the circle right. So x-axis, and let's go ahead and I want to zoom in here to see what is going on. If we move it until it stops the overlapping, so we are done. We are good to go. So as you can see guys, it's coming to getting some forms. Just close the work area in second 2, around second 2, hit render key and see how it looks. Okay guys, looking good, looking good. Let's go ahead and end the animation as well. So just few frames, like in 1 second and 15 frames. Let's go ahead and copy and paste this, as well as this keyframe, copy and paste. Let's go ahead and few frames ahead, like 2 seconds and 5 frames. Let's go ahead and copy the beginning positions as well as the beginning position keyframe for this, the beginning position for this as well. Copy and paste, copy and paste. Okay, both of them are in place. So let's go ahead and select all the keyframes, hit F9 for a smoother movement. Let's go ahead and hit render and see how they looks. Okay guys, as you can see, the animation is coming great. It looks great. Although I want to touch these 2 positions right in here. I want the using the curve tools, increase the influence 100% on this keyframe and also in this one. Let me show you. Let's go ahead and click in this graph editor, zoom in here and increase the influence to 100. Maybe 100 is too much. Let's bring it down to 90. Let's go ahead and choose the other keyframe as well and do the same with this. 90ish. 18, yes, something like this. And as you can see guys, we are done with the animation. And what I'm going to do next is doing the masking, which is the final step of our work here. Okay guys, now it looks much better at the beginning. It has that energy. Now that we are done with this, let's go ahead and do the masking. First, let's go ahead and duplicate the circle layer one last time. Go ahead and turn them on. Let's go ahead and rename them mask right. And guess what? Of course, mask left. Go ahead and drag the mask right on top of the circle right. And for mask left, just leave it on letter C. While we are at the beginning of the timeline, let's go ahead and parent mask left to circle right. Use the pick whip, you know this is the pick whip. Okay, mask left, circle right, and vice versa. Mask right, pick whip it to circle left. Okay guys, when you're done parenting, one last final step and we can get our results. Go ahead and track matte. If you can't see it, hit F4 and you can see it. You can find it. Anyways, so right in here it says circle left. Go ahead and choose alpha inverted mask right. So alpha inverted, the very top mask. In here we don't want to alpha inverted with the circle. We want it to be alpha inverted with the C letter. So let's go ahead and see the C letter, open it up, and where it says alpha inverted, just select this and hit render. Very well guys, we're just almost done. As you can see, the two circles are masking one another in a very clean and professional looking. Okay guys, now that we are done with this masking, let's go ahead and do one final step. You remember guys, we created one mask for this circle left. Go ahead and hit M key, open up the mask properties and hold down shift and hit U key so you have all your keyframes as well. Go ahead and turn on the stopwatch for mask expansion and just come a few frames and go ahead and make it 0. Okay guys, so the magic is all of course in here. As you can see guys, it's just a start from 0 to something and then it grows, and I just want to disappear as well. So let's go ahead and copy this very first keyframe, paste it right in the end, come back few frames, and let's go ahead and copy and paste this as well. Copy and paste, and as you can see guys, we are almost done. Let's go ahead and choose the new keyframes, hit F9 to smooth them. I want to move a few frames inside for this one, and okay guys, let's go ahead and hit enter. Very well guys, let me zoom in and see it. Okay guys, we're almost done. Let's go ahead and turn on the motion blur for all the layers. Just select them all, turn on motion blur for composition as well as here. I can't see it right now. Hit F4 or just toggle switch right in here between the modes. Turn on the motion blur. This is the element for motion blur. Let's go ahead and go inside this precomps and do this for them as well, because I want these to be affected as well. So close this too as well as this one. And let's go ahead and see it in motion blur. Okay guys, it even looks much better, although we got this strange white circle, border circle. Let's go ahead and fix that by pre-comping everything and using transparency to turn them off. So let's go ahead and see where our animation begins. At frame 2, at it ends at 2 seconds and 5 frames. Let's go ahead and pre-comp everything. Control Shift C. Animation. Hit OK. Open up the properties in here and then transform. And as you can see, opacity, just hit stopwatch for opacity at 2 seconds and 5 frame. You can come back, turn this one. Okay, so this one is 100, this one, and the next keyframe should be 0. As you can see guys, as you remember, we just started at the frame 2, so just type in 2. And let's go ahead and set a keyframe here as well. Just move up 1 frame. And okay, 2 keyframes we got in here also. Just come in at the first one and turn it to 0. And I'm sure we get rid of that nasty circle. Okay guys, I think we are at the end of this one as well. Let's go ahead and add our background layer and just let's sign off. Go ahead and hit Control Y. Name it BG. Doesn't matter what the color is, just hit OK. Bring it to the very end. Let's go ahead on effects and presets and choose, just type in 4, and there we have the 4 color gradient. Just drag it in the background layer and let's work something reddish. I mean, not radish, reddish, of course. Let's go ahead and choose this as well. Let's see if we can have dark red in here. Let's go ahead and use this color picker for this as well. And as you can see, a dramatic background is created by us. Let's see where the logo sits. Okay, just move around these points and you get this dynamic, beautiful looking background. Let's go ahead and see it in action. Well, I love it guys. I'm just going to hit render one last time and we are good to go. Just turn on the motion blur as well for these 2 lovely layers, and we are ready to sign off after our render is done. Very well guys, thanks for your time, thanks for staying by and watching this till the end. I hope this adds some knowledge of After Effects to you guys, and just keep After Effecting guys, keep After Effecting. Till the next one, take care and bye.